don't get it mistaken. I'm just trying to wake up my people. I said I do this for the block, I do it for the streets. I'm rounding up my dogs, and I ain't talking leash. I'm doing this for y'all. I'm trying to wake my people. I'm giving you my all. Hope you give it back to me. I said I do this for the block, I do it for the streets. The ones who doing the bid, I ain't talking auction lease. Never been a farmer, but I'm trying to sow some seeds. Praying they take root and they don't turn into weeds. Hollering, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I'm doing this for my dogs. I'm doing it for the streets. The ones who's trying to be. When time without release. Hollering, yeah, 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 yeah. Curse. All because we ain't serve them. Took the chains off the slaves, put it on their brain, made it even worse. Working harder for the master now cause his face green, Ninja Turtle. Bills coming in the circuit just cause be on TV still got barred up. No Xanax, tight stretch, spandex. Fiddle flipping in the road hood, left his neck, chest, and his back way. My people 7'4" like another, like we crashed up in a fishing net. And college filled with philosophies, theories, and ideologies. We don't know who to trust now. Can't even trust the police, cause they'll pull up, shoot the victim, and let the criminal go free. I'm just trying to talk to the hood, man, cause my kinfolk still sleep. It's like we're stuck in a nosebleed. I said I do this for the block, I do it for the streets. I'm rounding up my dogs, and I ain't talking leash. I'm doing this for y'all. I'm trying to wake my people. I'm giving you my all. Hope you give it back to me. I said I do this for the block, I do it for the streets. The ones who doing the bid, I ain't talking auction lease. Never been a farmer, but I'm trying to sow some seeds. Praying they take root and they don't turn into weeds. Hollering, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm doing this for my dogs. I'm doing it for the streets. The ones that's doing the bid. When time without release. Hollering, yeah, yeah, look, we got 2020, but we can't see. Education, PhD, witchcraft, sodomy, pedophilia, former key, ecstasy, alcohol, and weed. A genius cup, the serpent seed. Facing my people like hot grease. Desensitized, we can't feel a thing. And it all started from birth. We can concede our work. They took our identity first. Their name was educators, taught us by words and segregators. Hasty confinement to dissipate us. Look at my people, we bottle scrapers. Hated and loved by every nation. Facts. Cause everybody really wanna be a nigga. But they don't really wanna be a nigga. Go through the trials, the struggles, the wilds, the ups and the downs, the in and the outs, the poverty. We can't even fit in the crowd. No, we can't even fit in the crowd. They pointing us out. Yeah. Speaking on haters, the ones I can't stand.
You are now about to get into the script talk.
Truth Music Radio is the #1 hottest source of truth music. Come see what all the fuss is about. Every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Zebediah Boaz will be bringing y'all evening meditation. Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m. DJ Taz Stewart will be on the 1 and 2. Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Moshe Yehuda will bring you truth music, scripts, and world events. Wednesday from 5 to 7, your sister, Ray Chantel, will be bringing you Sister Talk every Wednesday. Every Friday, tap in to Truth, Love, and Redemption with Dimitri Milligan from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget about me, your op, Brandon Lewis, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. We'll be bringing you the Script Talk Podcast. all on Truth Music Radio. The Z is for Zion, powered by the Most High. J Shields Promotions, RayGraphics.com, and Yasharala Nation. Zion, spread the message. Download the app for free.
First thing you probably do is check my credentials. I was led by the Ruach, rock the instrumental. To give a fair warning, it's a dangerous time. For breaking y'all's laws, that's a serious crime. We've been led the wrong way. We headed for destruction. Hit with a grievous wound. Now let's construct this, cause on the journey like we about to lose some friends. We keeping y'all's word what we must be. Finding what it teach and relaying the message. If you need some clarification, you can refer to Exodus. Let me clear my thoughts, dig a bit deeper. Y'all rappers coming and the worse than the reaper. Spirits out here, are you ready for this war? The things we've been taught, we've been led for. The spirit gonna lead us, gonna guide you to the truth. So turn from our wicked ways, those are things we must do. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil, cause Yah's with me. Yah's my shepherd, and I shall not want. Need a rod and a staff that comfort me. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, cause Yah's with me. Yah's my shepherd, and I shall not want. Need a rod and a staff that comfort me. See, your word is a sword that pierces my flesh. Your love and your mercy I can't contest. You walk beside me whenever I'm alone. And your spirit guards me and it keeps me strong. It's gonna be some days, it's gonna be hard to smile. Returning to your covenant, looking through this last mile. But living in the days where tomorrow, and I promise. The curses and the plagues, they are fast upon us. On the day of judgment, please don't pass me by. If we not doing your will, there's no need to cry. I'm hopefully on the day that I get in. It's not a game, we must repent of my sins. I'm stretching my repentance through the pen. When it's all said and done, don't do this again. See, I'm thankful for your patience, allow me to get in. I don't want to be burning thinking about what could have been. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, cause Yah's with me. Yah's my shepherd, and I shall not want. Need a rod and a staff that comfort me. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, cause Yah's with me. Yah's my shepherd, and I shall not want. Need a rod and a staff that comfort me. Let me go up in depth and drop you some knowledge. Just a student of the word, just like you, I'm trying to follow this. Incline my thinking, situation getting serious. You can't comprehend, it's gonna leave you delirious. Back in old days, only 8 to 5. Solid mega more, that was less than 5. Y'all should say you follow me, take up your cross. Cause everything in your life, not by me, you talk. We struggle with these things every day repetitively. Society got my people thinking that we know better than the kings and queens because we y'all chosen people. Here's the glass, have a look through the peephole. As we proceed, as we fall, we must repent of our sins and must turn away from our wicked ways. All praises be to the Most High. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, cause Yah's with me. Yah's my shepherd, and I shall not want. Need a rod and a staff that comfort me. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, cause Yah's with me. Yah's my shepherd, and I shall not want. Need a rod and a staff that comfort me. That's right.
All right. Shalom, shalom to the brethren. What up to everybody else? This is your Big Lou. And this is the Script Talk Podcast. Give all honor and esteem to the Most High Yah. Yeah, forgive me, y'all. I need to check my audio real quick. I need to see what's going on. I'm on location. I'm in a bad spot. I got my mic down, got my mic turned down, and I don't know how good y'all can hear me. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to check everything. We're gonna get right on into it. Today we're gonna be reading in
Okay. Okay. We sounding good. Okay. All right. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I'm in a Panera Bread right now, and it is fairly loud up in here. So anyway, all honor and esteem to the Most High, y'all. I'm glad uh y'all can hear me, and I hope y'all having a grand rising. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. And I pray I'm able to give you something to think about, to use in your life to improve it, or to cause you to improve the lives of others. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm here for. That's what this podcast is all about. Going through the scriptures, finding out ways in which we may become perfect. All right. So today we're going to be reading out of the book of Proverbs. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. Grand rising, shalom, shalom to the brethren. And what up to everybody else? We don't want to leave y'all out, but we need y'all to get it together. We need y'all to become brethren and do the will of the Abba so we can reach you in shalom. All right, so like I said, we will be reading out of the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and 4. Let me get my screen shared up for those of you joining me on Facebook and YouTube. That's Facebook, Brandon Lewis, and also the Life of an Israelite on Facebook and YouTube. The Life of an Israelite. Check me out. Got plenty of videos. I probably got about 200 videos out already. All right, so got the screen shared up. Book of Proverbs, chapter 3. I hope the background is not too loud for you guys. Bear with me. The Proverbs of Solomon and the son of David, king of Yasharal, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity. Uh, let's look into that word equity real quick. You might not rightly know what that means. We want to help you get it. Sometimes I don't be 100% knowing about these things. Hey Siri, what is the definition of equity? Oh, 1 second. Siri says it's the quality of being fair and impartial.
Could you please repeat it?
She said it's the quality of being fair and impartial, right? It said to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive, right? Perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. These are things which we ought to consider, right? That any man, any woman should give themselves to know wisdom and instruction. You got to know what wisdom is. You have to be able to recognize it, to recognize wisdom, to recognize instruction, sound instruction, right? To perceive the words of understanding. So, not only to hear wise words, but to understand what you're hearing, right? It said to receive instruction and wisdom. Not only should you be able to recognize it, but you should be in a place you should be in a place that you can receive it. Um, make sure you are around wise people, right? Make sure you're around people with understanding, right? These are very, very important factors that that um we should have in our lives. We shouldn't be around ignorant, dumb people, right? It won't cause us to grow. It will cause us to decrease. So make sure you're around those who have understanding and around those who can impart wisdom. Uh, excuse me. I'm being told that the people on Facebook can't. They aren't seeing me in the video, which would kind of be a moot point. So hold on. Give me 1 second, brethren. I need to make this public because it's hidden. Facebook is wild. I think I said only me. Okay, okay. We back now. All right, 4. To give subtlety to the simple. 1 second. Hey Siri, what is subtlety?
Here's an answer from finedictionary.com. The quality or state of being subtle, thinness, fineness, as the subtlety of air or light.
The ability to be subtle. Hey Siri, what is subtle? Hey Siri, what is the definition of subtle? Hey Siri, what is the definition of subtle?
A definition is a statement of the meaning of a term. Definition.
Hey Siri, what is the definition of subtle? You don't want to, pretty much not obvious, simple, right? To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. We've heard this. We've heard this. That the fear of the Most High is the beginning. That's where you start to get knowledge from. Because if you don't know to fear the Most High, then you can't really know anything at all. Right? But fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, this is Solomon talking to his son, which I think his son would have been Rehoboam, one of his sons anyway. I'm sure he had an army of them. The fear, hey, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of favor unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. He said, an ornament. So he's saying the instructions of his mother. I don't know if he's speaking of his physical mother or if he's speaking of wisdom, right? Because wisdom is spoken of as a woman, right? Uh, in either way, it's good to follow the instructions of your earthly mother You know, that's a wise earthly mother, you know, that's one with knowledge, one that fears the Most High, right? Because we are told to honor our father and our mother, uh, you know, but I tend to think this could be pointing towards wisdom and, you know, knowledge, understanding, which are referred to as, you know, women, feminine uh, uh, characteristics, right? And he says it shall be an ornament of favor unto thy head and chains about thy neck. That's like jewels, you know, a crown and, you know, a nice necklace. 10, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go down into the pit. This is the kind of conversation that the sinners have. They don't have ideas to go and do good works, right? Quote unquote, good works. They don't say, man, let's get together and go feed the homeless. Let's get together and go and be fathers to the fatherless, to go and be helpers and aids to the widows, right? They don't have these kind of ideas. They have ideas to go and do mischief. They have ideas to go and do wickedness, right? So he tells them that if sinners entice thee, consent thou not, you know? And it says, 13, we shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. They want to live now. They want to laugh now and cry later, right? They want to do as they will, do what they want to do, you know? 14 says, cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. It's saying be equal with us in this thing. You know, they say misery loves company. Not only misery, but sin loves company, right? I have heard it said that it's going to be a big party in hell since so many people are going. You know, that's the mindset of these people. If I'm going, you going with me. Solomon is saying, consent not. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a part of that. Who is trying to cause you to consent to wickedness? Who is trying to bring you back into the world? Tell you, oh man, that old Bible stuff, man. Don't, you know, trip off all that old Bible stuff. You know, that's what they be saying. That's what they be doing. Telling you, hey man, it ain't that serious, man. All that Shabbat stuff, man. All that old Torah law keeping stuff, man. That thing ain't that serious. Solomon said, consent not. Consent not. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them fools, man. You're gonna get yourself in some trouble. You know? You're gonna get yourself in some trouble. Matter of fact, they wrote a song about it. Don't don't listen to the ones that sell them soul. This is Sell Them Soul by AC Asaph. We're gonna get into some music, you know, because this is Truth Music Radio. That's music with a Z, because the Z is for Zion. I hope it ain't a commercial on this thing, but we're gonna see. But this should be AC Asaph, Sell Them Soul.
Here we go.
People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man business, make your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man business, make your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man business, make your eye turn soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red.
Too many sell out and go the hell route for fame and fortune. Proceed with caution. Murder music leads you to a coffin. A prodigy raising havoc for cabbage in the palace, living lavish like nothing mattered. So callous, but the fact is, they bring it home just a fraction. I fell back, he put me back in action. No cameras, but the lights on. And cause the lights shown, I could care less if you don't like tone. Let God be true and man a lie. But Satan is subtle, defying the most high. And you drunk off that Jim Jones, set down the Kool-Aid, but you don't get it. Over your head like a coupe, think you winning, but going home with a goose egg. Or because you live in loose leg, thinking that the Lord somehow be slack with his promise. Yeah, you're prosper for a minute, in the end, pay homage.
People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red.
Your favorite rappers, entertainers, and ball players, claiming that they real when really they are fakers. Working for the beast and prepping you for the mark. Illuminati puppets for bumping you in the dark. Enamored by the toys that their God gave them, thinking that it's all legit when it's all Satan. Good versus evil, the ultimate dichotomy. And knowledge reigns supreme, so I spit. It's my philosophy, and I do it cockily. Why I gotta fret? The Lord got his angels on deck. What's next but to walk in boldness as I handle the BI, upholding the law of both Judah and Levi, minus the sacrifice and minus the stone, and reject anything else that lakes where you go, with no ways of a fool right in his own eyes. But then comes the end, and with that his demise.
People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red.
In the last days, these scoffers and naysayers ain't skilled enough to get in the game and hate players from the sidelines. But no worries, cause I got mine. Tooled up, ready for prime time. My grind is congruent with my laws. So words of truth stay oozing out my pores. And while most are locked in the matrix, I took the red pill. Got to the basic, vision clear, no LASIK. I know they sick and healing's in my palm. So with breath in my body, I'm flipping through songs. And through them songs, the devil will try to get you. Sex, drugs, and money violating the scripture. Demonic hand gestures fester. Satanic symbolisms on your idiot box. I'm on the idiot watch. Among Jacobites and idiot cops. But promise we gon' rock until the idiot stops. I get in until I'm locked in a box. Breath in me or not, give me a shot. I'm quarantined in the block. So while you eating, son, I'm feeding the flock. And I'll be putting in the work of a servant till he eat me to stop.
Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen with your eye turn red. People sell them soul for a slice of bread. Don't watch a man listen.
All right. Don't sell your soul for a slice of bread. You know what I'm talking about? What up, everybody? Let's get on back into it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. Hold on, I lost my spot. Get my screen shared up. For the brethren joining me on Facebook and YouTube. All right. This is Solomon talking to his son about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Talking about the mindset of the wicked. Verse 12, the wicked are talking. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down unto the pit, into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thou lot among us. Let us all have one purse. You see, these are the illusions of grandeur. This is how they get innocent one, right? Because they're trying to get someone to partake in wickedness. Obviously, this person does not do it, right? So they're trying to get someone to do it. This is what your friends are trying to do to you. This is what your worldly friends, your worldly family members, how they tell you, man, hey, look, a little pork won't hurt. Just a little bit of pork in there. It ain't going to hurt nothing. Just a little pork in the greens. Just a little pork in the beans. It ain't going to hurt nothing. You can skip Shabbat. You can skip study. You can skip prayer. You can skip, whatever. Just one time. Just one time ain't going to hurt. The illusions of grandeur, right? That's what they do. Promise. They make promises on hopes and dreams pendant on wickedness. Hey man, listen, we gonna go out, we gonna go do some lewdness, some wickedness, and it's gonna be fine. Just come on. Just come on. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoils. Say, man, listen, we gonna get rich, we gonna hit this lick. We gonna sell this little dope, we gonna rob these little people, and we gonna be straight. This is the mindset. Right? We gotta stay away from this. Right? 15 says, my son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path. Say, listen, man, don't hang with these people. Don't act like them. He said, don't act like them. Walk not thou in the way with them. He said, don't even go over there. Matter of fact, don't even go over there. Just like Eve said, not only should we not eat the fruit, said we shouldn't even touch it. See, because you might not be strong enough. Mashiach told his apostles who had been taught, who had been builded up, he said, you shall wrestle with vipers and not be bitten. I don't know if you there yet. I don't know if you able to wrestle with them and not be bitten. And you don't want to gamble with it, right? There may be a time where you could go amongst these kinds of people and come out unscathed and be one who impacts instead of one who is impacted, you know? And only you and the Most High could know if you able to go in these places and to deal with these people. This is the thing about not being sure in your own way. If you're not sure in your own way, then you need not to deal with people who are sure about wickedness. If you're not 10 toes down in righteousness, don't be playing with people that's 10 toes down in wickedness. You're not going to win. See, it's only being 10 toes down for righteousness can you wrestle with the vipers and not be bitten. You understand? And a lot of y'all think, because you come into this truth and you know a little bit of something, you can go and wrestle with these vipers and you're getting bit all up. They're asking you questions you ain't got answers to. They throwing scenarios at you you ain't got solutions to. Leave these people alone. You get built up first. Until the end, my son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. Guess why? For their feet run unto evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. He said, listen, all this stuff they talking about, it's in vain. It's in vain. Even if they hit the lick, even if they get what they claim or plan to get, it's only getting worse for them, right? Because then they're gonna get cocky in their acquirement, and it's only gonna get worse. That's why he said they lay in wait for their own blood. In reality, they're waiting for somebody else, right? But in the spirit world, they laying in wait for their own blood, right? They're killing themselves the more they cleave to the wickedness instead of cleaving to the Most High Yah. So you going in there thinking enjoyment, you need to have spiritual eyes and see the spiritual effect, right? They see we gonna do this, we gonna do that, we gonna come up, we gonna have this, right? Let's do wickedness for a little while, that we might be righteous later on. I know some people like that, right? They so minded and we can figure this worldly thing out. We don't really need all that Bible stuff, man. That's old. That's archaic, you know. See, I know take a little bit of that Bible and put that with a whole lot of this world instead of a whole lot of that Bible with a little bit of this world. You know, like I said, you got to be 10 toes down for the righteousness. Listen not to these people that think you're gonna be able to do wicked and get some righteousness out of it. You know, they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. So when you greedy of gain, right? You robbing, stealing, and killing. You robbing, stealing, killing yourself because it's going to be required of you. Verse 20, wisdom crieth out. Cry. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my ruach upon you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. This is what we need to understand. This is why hell is so hot and so gruesome. Because Solomon is telling you that wisdom, right, referring to it as a woman, is there for everybody to have. Not only is it there for you to have, it is actively seeking for you, and to the point that it cries out. Now, is it, you know, speaking literally and saying, hey, on wisdom, wisdom's over here? No, that's not what it's doing. What it's doing is situations that could impart wisdom are all around. If you would but consider. That's what the scriptures say. My people don't consider. You're not considering wisdom. You're not considering the Most High, right? You're not considering what could he be trying to do? What could he be trying to tell me, right? It says, how long, ye simple ones, in verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. That means it's reproving. Because you're out here, you're bumping your head. You're out here, things ain't going right for you. You know, you wonder why. Well, how come it's not working? What old boy said, Cat Williams. He said, trying it, don't work. Trying it, don't work. Right? That's reproof. Why ain't it working? If you considered, you'd ask yourself, why ain't it working? What can I do? What do I need to do? You know, Solomon said you need to turn. Whatever it is you're doing that's wrong, when you consider, when you find that thing, turn. Right? And the moment 23 is powerful, right? Because it said, turn at my reproof. Behold. Behold means ha, look, see. Check this out. As the Mexicans say, mira. You know what I'm talking about? Mira. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my ruach upon you. As soon as you consider, wisdom starts taking effect. Because wisdom is in the halting. Wisdom is in the hold up. What's going on here? Wisdom is in consideration. Wisdom is in consideration. So I will pour out my ruach unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Listen at 24. Listen. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught my counsel and would none of my reproof. This is to you fools, right? As I said, a fool rejects knowledge. It's not me calling you a fool. If wisdom has sought you and called out to you and you have rejected it, then you are a fool by the Bible's definition. I'm just the one to put it in the words for you. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. You know why I'm going to laugh? Because I told you so. I told you so. Why can I not laugh? Because I washed your blood from my hands. That's what wisdom going to say. I washed your blood from my hands. I warned a man in his folly. Now his blood be upon his own head. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. You see what happened when you don't listen, when you don't consider? When you don't consider. Oh man, I don't know what's going on, man. Everything I'm losing everything. You must did not consider wisdom when it was talking to you. Oh sis, I just can't. Everything seems like it's going wrong. You must not be considering wisdom when it's talking to you. You know, this ain't for me to know about your personal life. It's for you to consider. So I say I can't. I always come to cause my people to consider. I ain't coming to make you learn nothing. I ain't coming to make you see nothing. I just want you to put your thinking cap on. You know what I'm talking about? Put your thinking cap on. Let's get into some music. You know what I'm saying? Because shout out to Truth Music Radio, music with a Z. You spell that music with a Z. Guess what the Z for? You ain't gonna believe it. It's for Zion. So this is Nakaya Brown, my sis, straight out of the land of Israel, literally. Shout out to her. This is Can You Hear Me?
Can you hear me? This is my prayer. This is my story. These are the reasons why letting go is so hard for me. Yes, it is. I've been betrayed, abandoned, and abused. Yet I stand in the midst of the flame, getting ready to be used. Hear me, hear me, oh, hear me now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I've been a slave to my sin. Kept doing things wasn't supposed to do, but I kept giving in. Then you called me, heard it from the grave. Now all I am, I give to you is why I praise. Can you hear me?
All right. This is Emanon Yasharala. Hold on one second. I got a commercial. We're about to get into Emanon Yasharala, strapped up. Right after this short commercial from this little application here. Sorry, y'all. If you hit my Cash App, B Lewis 573 at Cash App, and get some of these things knocked out. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, Imanon Yasharala. Strapped up.
So I want you to explain what you mean by that. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the I talk about when I say these things. Your people too. Explain it. Not everybody knows what you're talking about. Radio Raheem, I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that. You know what I say about that. I ain't got to go further. And if anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history. Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. It's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
Yeah. What you know about it? Can't be on the foolishness when you go around it. He gives sight to the blind man, said that he will guide me, so I am guided by his right hand. Scriptures and apocrypha on the nightstand. Righteous living add years to your lifespan. Destruction to the ones that don't believe. You rejected his knowledge, he rejects your seed. Breathe. For the next couple minutes and seconds, we gon' show the Most High his reverence. 7,000s to the cadence of a holy sound. Repent or die, Babylon is falling down. I'd rather be underrated, debated, and hated like I'm some kind of terrorist that broke out the matrix. All praises go to the Most High. He said it's gonna be this way. So I go and gird up in the scriptures, need that bread every day. Daily bread, living waters, double cup, don't wanna drink. I'm having dreams in the spirit realm, can barely think. Hold up, no faith. Shalom, cause I can see you from a block away. I should turn with my head on a platter, no, say nothing there. I'm strapped up. Keep the devil in his hole, gotta stay strapped up. I'm strapped up. Whole well on my head, now I'm strapped up. Strange women want me dead every day. I'm strapped up. I'm strapped up. Keep the devil in his hole, gotta stay strapped up. I'm strapped up. Whole well on my head, now I'm strapped up. Strange women want me dead every day. I'm strapped up. Salvation over everything. Wickedness is what you choose, be consumed. You and your king, still they took the mark of the beast and pledged their loyalty to it. Any filthy abomination, they do it. Pass their children through the fires of Molech. Turn the daughters of Zion to whores. A Hebrew man into a sodomite. We are not alike. Stuff I say don't get a lot of likes. Sugarcoat the truth, beat around the bush. I'm not the type. You hitting clubs, buying drinks, make it rain. I see the vision, write it down, make it plain. I see your spirit, but I keep my composure. Rolling through the streets, weapon on me. This is not a game. Gotta keep the devil in his hole. Thought he caught me when I had my pants down. Righteous man falls 7 times, get back up, never stand down. 2022 with the vision, let his skin go till I'm dead and gone. Living waters, purifying souls. If you disagree, then you dead wrong. I'm strapped up. Keep the devil in his hole, gotta stay strapped up. Whole well on my head, now I'm strapped up. Strange women want me dead every day. I'm strapped up. Keep the devil in his hole, gotta stay strapped up. Whole well on my head, now I'm strapped up. Strange women want me dead every day. I'm strapped up. Keep the devil in his hole, gotta stay strapped up. Whole well on my head, now I'm strapped up. Strange women want me dead every day. I'm strapped up. Keep the devil in his hole, gotta stay strapped up. Whole well on my head, now I'm strapped up. Strange women want me dead every day. I'm strapped up. Now I'm strapped up. I'm strapped up.
All right. Hope you strapped up. That's my Aki Manan Yasharala, well known on this podcast and well known to many others. Um, he's also featured Masharat. I think he's changed his name to like Anvil or something like that. I can't. Pardon me, brother, if I'm getting your name wrong, but that was the brother on that chorus. Shout out to him. You know, that's the Gerald Levert of Truth Music. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my op. But let's get back into this thing. We are reading out of the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. And we are listening to Solomon talk about how wisdom, once it's tried and tried with the sons of men to offer itself, wisdom offering itself to aid and help people, and then those people reject it. It's speaking to its mindset afterwards. It says in 26, it says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anger and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. So now you want to talk. You know what I'm saying? When I was talking to you when everything was going good for you, it was going good for you, but you was sinning, you was acting up in front of me, and I was trying to straighten you out. You didn't want to listen. Now, when it get bad, now you want to call on me. Now you want to call on the one who sent me. You want to call on the Most High, the one who ordained me in the earth to help the sons of men to have salvation. You rejected me. Now you want them, now you want to talk. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. You know why I ain't going to answer? Because I've been calling your phone all day. I've been calling your phone your whole life and you won't answer. Now when death get on you, now you want to talk. Guess what it said? I don't want to talk no more. I don't want to talk no more. Get out my face. That's what wisdom gonna say to you. Get out my face. I try to talk. You want to talk? You can get out my face. You can get out my face. Okay. Anyway, I was doing something in my phone right there. I'm trying to handle some things on Facebook, but for they for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High, they would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. Whose way? Whose way? Is it Yah's way? Is it Yahushua's way? Is it Hasatan's way? Who got these people in all this trouble that now they want to listen? Now they want to, act right now. Now you want to act right. Like they said, ain't no atheists in foxholes. When that terror get on you, when that fear get on you, then you want some help. You don't want no help when you're out here with your chest poked all out and you're making money and you're having hot, lustful sex. You know what I'm saying? Selling big dope or you the you the you the cat's meow out here. You know what I'm saying? So, therefore shall they eat the fruit. So all this trouble you got into, all that stuff you was doing, when you was flying high. Remember, it said when when the when the sinners entice you to go do wicked things and make you all these promises, he said, don't go. You know why? Because if you go, This gonna be the fruit. He said, whatever they go to do in wickedness, he said they doing it to themselves. They're gonna hurt themselves. So now all the way down in verse 31, it says, he'll go the result of their actions. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. Guess what else? Them gods you serve can't help you. The Most High said that in another book. He said, go cry out to them gods you worship. He said, you didn't worship me. You didn't cry out to me. You worship them. Now when you're in trouble, you want to cry out to me now. Now you want the real deal. You was happy with that imitation because that imitation ain't have requirements. That imitation didn't cause you to consider, didn't cause you to stop. That imitation let you do whatever you wanted to do. He said, in the day of your calamity, go and cry out to them. Don't cry out to me because I brought you instruction. I brought you law. I brought you order. You didn't want to hear that. You want to run. Now stay gone. You know what I'm talking about? That's what he says. Stay gone now. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So I got to be mindful, man, if you prosper in doing wrong. You got to be mindful. You need to be worried if your life is going just 100%. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? If you out here being simple and you out here prospering, said the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Listen, self-conscious on your way to destruction. Verse 33, but whoso hearkeneth unto me, this is knowledge, this is wisdom, but whoso hearkeneth, whoso listens, whoso considers, unto me shall dwell safely. Listen, you can fall into the hands of the Most High for destruction, or you can fall into the hands of the Most High for protection. Which one you want? There ain't no two ways about it. It's either hot or cold. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no lukewarm with him. Either protecting you or he finna destroy you. Whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear and evil. Todayah. That's the end of chapter 3. We're going to get into chapter 4. I'm sorry. Oh, man, I'm tripping. Why have I been reading Proverbs 1 instead of Proverbs 3 and 4? Well, I'm going to have to change that. Why ain't y'all tell me this ain't Proverbs 3? I've been thinking I've been reading Proverbs 3. Unless I have. Hold on. Yep. That was Proverbs 1. Dang. Well, it don't matter. You know. Apparently you needed to hear Proverbs 1 this vocal. I just got to go in and change my title. That's all. Instead of 3 and 4, it's gonna be 1 and 2. While I go in and change that. While I go in and change all of these, let me get y'all some music. You know what I'm saying? Because we on Truth Music Radio. That's music with a Z. Because that Z is for Zion. So what I got for y'all? Shout out to my Aunt Paisley Brown, also known as Paisley the Hebrew. This is Out the Spirit. Let's get it.
You never see me run. They say I'm out the spirit, I'm emotional.
Be real about how I feel, that's what I supposed to do. If you ain't down to kill for yours, then I can't post with you. If you ain't down to die about yours, then I can't post with you. Ignoring the issue, avoiding the matter, that ain't gonna correct the condition. The album is classical, nothing theatrical, this the collector's edition. If it take me to sell out my people to get it, then I can't accept the position. Hey, Memphis is wicked, get killed in the instant. It's night that I share with the glizzy. I dropped out of college, they thinking no prep, the way that the letter been fit me. I'm come to the storm, the snow and the hail, just say they don't weather resistant. I'm ready, these devils can get it. I'm ready, whoever can get it. My color no forward is full of the scripture, got both of the testaments in it. Set it off with a challenge, burn them up like a candle, run it up on these devils, break them down, dismantle. Israelite flat a banner, got them glued to the channel. It ain't me, it's the Father, hit it harder than a hammer. Disregard them like the grammar, have the seeds Monsanto. GMO they produce, falsehood, phantom fruit, big business, no suit. Huge 144, K go fireproof. Judah with the alley hoop, spirit keep me in the loop. They be trying to get me out it, wanna see if I'm about it. We can jump, we can dance, still down to throw hands. Real weight, quake the room. They been fake from the moon to the grave in the tomb. Wanna kill me for a disagreement, don't feel the same. Out there either might use a comb. Hard on the Hebrews, gentle on the Gentile. Use a square textile, use a snake reptile. Fork tongue envious, copycat mirror this. I can't take them serious. This lawyer backbiting, tail barrel, fork tongue. Eyes came with the shit. Use a serpent, y'all become a kamikaze. All my haters sacrifice themselves just to hurt me. Never said I was worthy, never said I was perfect. Like the feds, they be lurking, they be hating, I be working. Game over, draw the curtain, show mercy. Triggers on me, man, turtle. Yeah, you win big drill, tight away, devils get wiped out. Young king, I keep shooters round me all the time like the White House. Brand new 45 Springfield, had to swap the sights out. Travel on me all the time, and still to tell a devil better fight down. 144 karat gold.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Lorvin's Oh My Yah.
Oh my yeah. Oh my yeah. Oh my yeah, yeah. Oh my yeah. You're my Elohim. I'ma give you praise. I'ma give you praise. Oh my yeah. You're my Elohim. I'ma give you praise. I'ma give you praise. Yahuwah Sabaoth, back a punch like Mike Tyson. He's my Abba, he be shining like 10,000 suns. In my days of trouble, you're my refuge. You're my sword and my shield, yeah, I trust you. It's all about your name, I don't care about no fame. I don't care about the naysayers, and I focus on the work and I stay in my lane. I honor my father so I can live a very long life. Everywhere I go in peace, I stay away from strife. I'm armored up, spiritual soldier, ain't no bhakti boy. Got a lot of brothers, very humble, but they got a lot of toys. Patience of this thing, we wait on Yahuwah. He gon' lead the battle, Yahuwah. Oh my yeah. You're my Elohim. I'ma give you praise. I'ma give you praise. Oh my yeah. You're my Elohim. I'ma give you praise. I'ma give you praise. Slow down. You moving too fast, you'll crash like a roaster. Use your mind, your wisdom, act like you know some. Don't wanna hear no stammering lips, you gotta show some. Do the laws are hard. Every time you drive in the car, you stop at the stoplight. When it comes to yacht, you make excuses. You be acting stupid. Who you think you're fooling? You play in yourself. Yahuwah sees everything, including your heart. You gotta get right. Every day you gotta fight. Mashiach is coming back for his adorned bride. Let's open up your eyes, cause this can save your life. Ready or not, he's coming back like a thief in the night. Oh my yeah. You're my Elohim. I'ma give you praise. Oh my, yeah. You're my Elohim. I'ma give you praise. I'ma give you.
All right, we seem to be having some issues trying to get this name changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to change that later. This is to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and 2. We have read chapter 1 already. Now we're about to get into chapter 2. Sorry I got cut off on that Lorvin song, but it happened. So let's move forward. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 2. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge and lifteth up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures. You know, I've said on this podcast many times that the quote unquote Hebrew language is a language about action. You know, the whole scriptures is about action. So the fact that that uh the religion of Christianity would come forth and tell you that it's all about belief, it's all about thinking, you know, you could see how erroneous it is when you read the text for itself. It literally implores a person to act. It implores a person to do something and not just be sitting in one spot hoping and believing. It literally says, if you believe, you will do. And it says, if you don't do, then you don't believe. I mean, I don't know how else. It's crazy that we spent years inside of something believing that the book meant it to be one way. And then literally in the book, it says, no, that's not it. I mean, literally says, that's not it. I don't know what you've been thinking, but that's not it. That's just crazy. That show you there is a type of a veil, there is a type of a blindness that could be over a person's eyes to where they literally can't see from point A to point B, even if they should be right next to each other. So that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures. You know the thing about looking for silver and hid treasures? You're not finna just find it walking down the street. There is a set amount of work that goes into finding these things. I mean, difficult brow sweating work. You know, you heard of gold mines and diamond mines and silver mines and these things. He said, as for hid treasures, that means it's not readily available for you. You got to search that thing out. You got to put forth some type of inconvenience of yourself to get this thing. Ask yourself, is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? It said, criest after knowledge. It said, lift up thy voice for understanding. Listen, criest after? You know what we said. Men don't cry. Suck it up. Suck it up. Say, you better cry. You better cry after knowledge. You know, they tell you be quiet. Shh, be quiet. You better lift up your voice for understanding. See? Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Most High and find the knowledge. of thy power. For the Most High giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for who? Who? Now you notice it puts adverb, or is that a pronoun? I'm not sure. I think it's a pronoun, because in this, wisdom wouldn't be an action, it would be a thing, right? So it puts a pronoun on it. Apparently there's wisdom, and then there's sound wisdom. It could be other forms of wisdom too, righteous wisdom, things of that nature, I'd imagine. But this particular pronoun says, he layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. We looked up a buckler. A buckler is like a small dagger that a soldier has, right? It's kind of like your go-to weapon. When you ain't got nothing else, you got that buckler, right? Because a soldier, he'll carry a shield, he'll carry a sword, he'll even carry a staff, right? But if you get down to nothing, he done lost his shield, he done lost his sword, he done lost his spear, got that buckler. You know what I'm talking about? When don't nobody else got you, you got that buckler. The set of Most High is your buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment and reserveth the way of his set apart ones. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every two path, good path. And wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. Hold on, y'all. Let me see how many verses we got here. We got about 22 verses. Got about 22 verses. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. 11. Discretion shall preserve thee. Who? Discretion. Quiet is kept. You know what I'm talking about? Quiet is kept. Discretion shall preserve thee. Let's see something real quick. Hey Siri, what is the definition of discretion? Oh, Siri don't be talking to the thing like that. Hold on. Siri don't want to talk. Hey Siri, what is the definition of? Hey Siri, define discretion.
Hi. It's nice to meet you, Tisserv.
Hey Siri, define discretion. Hey Siri, what is the definition of discretion?
A definition is a statement of the meaning of a term.
Hey Siri, what is the definition of discretion?
I found this on the web.
She don't want to act right. Hey Siri, what's the definition? Hey Siri, what's the definition of discretion?
Discretion means the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Oh, see, I didn't know about that.
It means
So,
the freedom to
shut
decide.
up, shut up, shut up. It says the ability of acting in a way to avoid offense. See, we know about the quiet is kept thing, but it's also about avoiding offending, to avoid offending anyone. That's why it'll preserve thee. I mean, don't get me wrong, minding your business, it'll preserve you too, but also not stepping on anybody's toes, not offending anyone, right? Discretion shall preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee. to deliver thee from the way of evil men, from the man that speaketh froward things. Hey Siri, what is the definition of froward?
As an adjective, frozen means of a
Froward.
ball, resting.
Hey Siri, what is the definition of froward? She don't know. She don't know. I'm gonna stop asking her. I'm gonna ask Google. Google be knowing. Siri be tripping. Definition of froward. Because if I'm not mistaken, froward is one of the 7 things that the Most High hates. It says froward, difficult to deal with, contrary. Oh, contrary man. From the man that speaketh contrary things. Contrary to what, mind you? The ways of the Most High Yah, right? 13. Who leave the paths of who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. What sacrifices is left for those that know the ways of righteousness and leave off from it? No more sacrifices left to be given. Many of us know people that was in the walk that ain't in the walk no more. They have left the path of uprightness, to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the weak. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Whose ways are crooked and they froward in their paths. That froward is popping up a lot in this Proverbs. Ooh wee. And that difficult to deal with, contrary. Let's play some more music here. We almost done. We only got a couple more verses, but I want to keep the music flowing. Right? Let's see what we got here for y'all. Let's see what we got here. Azariah J. Dead Presidents. Let's get it.
Stop wasting your mind on these stupid. They use this stuff to make a fool out of it. Everything they give it is to keep your mind off of real issue. How many times I told y'all how this works? Yeah. Once you get out of office, that's when you make your money. Y'all be thinking I'm stupid. I know the game.
They probably want to see me slip and fall off. Offended and appalled, dog. You better humble down, reckon and recognize who called y'all. Those of the circumcision, Israel, not Allah. Not of flesh and blood, gotta make sure that your hearts are. Time to hear the real and had a hard talks. Fighting off these witches like Baba Yaga and Bar Talk. Future looking stark, getting dark. Not for those that's been chosen and been called. Scary thing is though not Allah. They gon' make you think you're starting to lose it if you use your mind. People got a spirit of slumber, don't like to use their eyes. Devils be disguised as historians telling you some lies. Careful as a riot, it's that talk that gets you eulogized. Probably try to euthanize. Governments be watching like we moving pies. Girding up the nation, yo, so shout my Akya who can not. They pissed cause they turf is what we moving on. You are a chosen nation, y'all sure all the time for you to find. Preacher and his deacons ain't nothing but Pharisees and scribes. Blind lead the blind, so it's hard to see the blurring lines. Like Esther and Mordecai. Deeds of the flesh, I fight to mortify. Something around me smelling hella fishier than porta johns. Israel need to organize, come together, orbitize. We serve the same body like toes, bones, organs, eyes. Bruise got it twisted, they contortionize. May not know it all, but I bet I know it's more to life. Way beyond what's mortalized. Push on us is normalized. You must be delirious. Tell me, is you serious? Like in the ear infections, is you hearing this? Mad at they dad, son, and boys in the hood like I'm furious. What's got them all ticked off, I'm curious. World need a change, well, I'm starting where the man in the mirror is. Problems, yeah, I probably got a myriad. But facing myself, now I ain't fearing that. Settle for less, now I ain't hearing that. Leaders puffed up, they using pride as they inflation. Filled with inflammation. They feeding us with tainted food and tainted information. Call me Azariah J. Fisherman. Throwing out the fish tape for fish bait. The fish we trying to reel him in. His word ain't nothing realer than 10 toes down on his firma and his filament. Demons, we be killing them. Thorns in the side, yeah, they feeling them. That's why they try condemning them. My light, they ain't dimming it. Got the whole on my own like getting them. Sorry if I can't pronounce these synonyms. Ghetto Bird Symphony. Nope, I can't sing, but I'm sending ghetto hymns to him. Forgive me of my sins in them. And don't forget my kin in them. I say we singing ghetto birds hymns to him. Forgive me of my sins in them. Don't forget and don't neglect my kin in them. Devil working hard to put it into them. Probably can't tell I've been through hell because heaven sent for him.
These listen, a senator, a congressman, they don't make no money. $150,000 ain't no money. It's the money you make for the deals you cut. They institute laws that put businesses in action. All of them just thief and robber. They criminal, nothing but hoods.
Nothing but a hood. Shalom, shalom to the brethren. We back in this thing. That was Azariah J, Dead President. Find him on YouTube. And you can find him here on Truth Music Radio. That's music with the Z. Because the Z is for Zion. Shout out to all the brews up in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where Azariah and his wife Rayel is. Shout out to Israel Now. Shout out to IREP ENT, House of Serve. Shout out to all them. Let's get back into this Proverbs chapter 2. Let's hit that 12 again. To deliver the 11. Let's start at 11. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward things, who leave the paths of uprightness, to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked and they froward in their paths, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even the stranger which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the guide of her youth and forgetteth the covenant of her power. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. None that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. Listen. It's always a remnant, ain't it? It's always a remnant. This happened several times where the multitude of the people got cast out and a remnant was left, or certain prophets was able to go from captivity into the land and back and forth, right? But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. Todayah. That is the end of our reading today, brethren. I pray you've been edified. I pray you've been made to consider the ways of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I pray that you've gotten some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding today, and that you have been bettered by listening to this podcast. I pray that I've been of use to you and to the Malkuth, to my Abba, and may these things be so and be even more as the days progress. Shout out to Truth Music Radio. Shout out to all my viewers and listeners on Facebook and YouTube. We give all honor and esteem to the Most High Yah. thanks to his son Yahushua HaMashiach. See you next time on the Script Talk podcast. I hope all things be well with you and in uprightness, in trueness, in ruach, and in truth. All right. Hope to see you next time. I'm gonna close out with Hezekiah, only a remnant. Right. That's what we was just talking about. Only a remnant. It's always a remnant. May you be a part of the remnant that is going to walk into the land and be in joy and shalom forevermore. So be it in the name of Yahushua Mashiach. You know it's 12 tribes, but it's one nation. Hallelujah.
Zion, Zion, Zion. Hey yo, Ran, turn that up. Only a few of us gonna make it out. Zion, Zion. Only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gonna learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We take up the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We take up the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant. We at the end and we feeling it. We the same at the sea, but a remnant. Shall return to the word when they hearing it. We the sons of Israel. Our word will never fail. Baptizing in Jacob's well. Holy Spirit ain't playing for real. Will you get protected? He's sending them plagues. I'm trying to make sure that he's seeing rain. All in my life, all in my head, all in my walk, all in my legs. You don't got that blood, you walking dead. Walk as he walk, we should live what it say. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Only a remnant gonna be spared. Abba gon' get us out of these countries. Abba said, let me see who really want me. Forsaking our houses, forsaking our money. We got that signal from heaven, he coming. Drinking his cup, nobody running. Flesh getting weak, but the spirit is gunning. We see the prophecy, we know he coming. We see the prophecy, we know he coming. But it's only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We take up the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We take up the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's how my heart hurts for you. And the sun, he died for you. Yes, it's true, yes, it's true. You didn't have no clue. That's because nobody told you. They couldn't afford to. Called you monkey like you Goku. It ain't like nobody owed you. We broke the law and they sold you. We did this all to ourselves, Jacob. Now it's the time that you know the truth. You don't know you so special. You don't even see what's next. Oh, so we cry. Only remnants gonna make it out of here alive. Please repent, my people, cause we at the end of time. Only a remnant, 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 only a remnant. Only a remnant witness, my people gon' learn. If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people return. Only a remnant, 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 only. When is my people gon' learn? If you don't come back, you gon' burn. We Jacob, the scriptures confirm. It's time for my people to return. It's time for my people to return. People return. People return. People return. People return.